Hi. I'm robo-Suzie and today I'll talk to you about gestational diabetes diet information. Also don't forget to check out the link below, to find out how this guy reversed his diabetes. Turns out, the diabetes industry is selling us fake research. But back to our topic. Gestational diabetes is seen in pregnant women when they develop high blood glucose levels during pregnancy. Gestational diabetes diet will provide essential nutrients for both mother and unborn baby without making the baby grow too much. One concept is that the pressure of the pregnancy itself affects it, but whatever the reason, every woman who is detected with it will require to go after a gestational diabetes diet plan. In those cases wherever gestational diabetes diet and exercise are sufficient to get blood levels back to normal, and day-by-day medications are prescribed. Pregnant women with type 1 or type 2 of diabetes meet a higher chance of miscarriage and early birth. A well-considered diet plan plays an enormous role in the life of a pregnant woman. Gestational diabetes diet is calling for dietary changes which, the pregnant woman may not be used to. However, controlling this type of diabetes is vital. A gestational diabetes diet, along with additional treatments, decreases successfully the problems caused by having abnormally large babies, as women with these problems often do. Gestational diabetes diet needs including a daily chart that keeps track of the quantity of calories eaten. A pregnancy gestational diabetes diet is uncommon from the best pregnancy diet for women without diabetes and consists of a number of uncommon parts. Most of the women gain from a gestational diabetes diet and exercise, however some may necessitate medication beside everyday life adjustments. To prepare your gestational diabetes diet, seek advice from a dietitian who can advise you appropriate diet based on your health condition, your height, weight, age, the growing baby needs, in addition to your glucose level intolerance. The dietitian will ask you to take the place of the sweetened foods, the non-natural sweetener, in your gestational diabetes diet. A complete gestational diabetes diet plan takes into considerations the physical, psychosocial, and educational requirements. Your dietitian will assess your nutritional eating and drinking and prepare an appropriate gestational diabetes diet plan with the accurate quantity of protein, fat and carbohydrates for you and your unborn baby. The goal of a high-quality pregnancy diabetes diet is to make sure with the intention of you do not have to resort to insulin shots until it becomes needed. Undercooked meat, raw fish such as sushi and underdone eggs should not be eaten whilst pregnant. When you are pregnant, you may be extra vulnerable to the illnesses these foods may hold, and your response will be complexes by the pregnancy. Normal blood glucose examining is essential all through this time, however more essential is the gestational diabetes diet. Suggestions for eating fruit in a gestational diabetes diet: consume fruits uncooked or cooked, as fruit juice with no sugar added, canned in their own juice, or dried. Gestational diabetes diet information. If you have more than one portion at a mealtime, you can choose different types of fruit or have 2 servings of one fruit. Milk and yogurt serving sizes in a gestational diabetes diet. You have 4 to 5 servings of milk and yogurt every day as fraction of your gestational diabetes diet. Cakes, cookies, ice creams, candies, soft drinks, pies, commercial fruit yogurt, jams and jelly could be very damaging if you are on a gestational diabetes diet. Lactose found in milk is processed into glucose fast in the body, and several gestational diabetes diet plans limit the quantity of milk. Eating lots of fiber is essential to a gestational diabetes diet. Besides, following a carefully designed gestational diabetes diet plan, the pregnant woman should try to break her daily food eating into a lot of little mealtime to give the pancreas enough time to break the sugar in the blood. Establishing the right blend between gestational diabetes diet and the right blood sugar level takes time. A gestational diabetes diet, beside the other insistent actions, effectively reduce the problems caused by having unusually big babies, as women with these problems often do. Remembering my efforts of trying to understand and get as many details as possible, and finding answers for my uncertainties directed me into writing and giving out all I know about gestational diabetes. 3 years ago, during my pregnancy, I came to know that I had gestational diabetes. However, there are few subtle symptoms, which I did not particularly notice, that help to diagnose gestational diabetes in its early stage. The information is written in simple language, easy to read, and leads the reader step by step to get knowledge of deterrence, note the symptoms, and know what questions to ask your physician. That's it. Thank you. Please subscribe, comment, and like this video if it was helpful. See you soon.